Some believe that the comic book industry and the superhero genre are forms of art in which creating new characters, and original ones at that, is a bit of a lost cause. Well, that's true of some new characters that have popped up in the panels of our favorite publishers over the years. It isn't always the case for sure. This past decade alone has seen the introduction of many new and exciting comic book characters. So today we are counting down our list of the top 10 newest superheroes. We're looking at heroes specifically from the past decade who were created between the years of 2010 and 2019. And these are roughly in chronological order, so heads up on that front. Starting us off in at number 10, White Eagle. White Eagle is a Polish superhero created in 2011, a man by the name of Alex Poniatowski. Rich, handsome, and smart, Alex was the president of the country's largest corporation, Tech Corp, and had a prospering family to boot. Then he fell out of his corporation's office building and fell into a coma for 3 years, having no memory of the accident when he awoke. Escaping the clutches of death, he takes a special serum meant to cure him of his paralysis, which then gives him superpowers. Moving on to number 9, Captain China from 2012. Captain China is a superhero published by the Chinese publisher Excel Comics, a digital webcomic that stars a fellow who became a hero after he awoke from 50 years of cryogenic sleep. He is a long dormant champion brought out of cryogenic sleep to be a symbol and protector for his homeland. It's also worth noting that he's often referred to as the world's greatest communist superhero, so take what you will from that. Captain China was the result of a campaign called Great Leap Forward, in which the Chinese government strove to create superhuman soldiers, but thanks to that project, near-fatal side effects ensued, causing the government to have to place him in cryogenic storage in order to prevent his death. At the dawn of a new age of China, a solution was found, and he was brought out of sleep, although he awoke in a very different world than the one that he remembered. Moving on to number 8, All Might from 2014. All Might is from My Hero Academia, and is considered to be the world's #1 hero, or at least that world's #1 hero. He's positive, fun, and full of energy, and he fits into the quintessential superhero mold. All Might is self-sacrificing and understands and fights for justice because he genuinely wants to, not because of some past angsty trauma that spawned him to. I don't want to say angsty actually, not because of some past trauma that spawned him to. Despite being a little corny, it is easy to see why All Might is so lovable beyond just being a strong superhero. Plus, he is basically a father figure for the protagonist in My Hero Academia, which speaks volumes. Moving on to number 7, Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan is Miss Marvel, who was introduced in 2014, and arguably is one of the best new superheroes of the decade. Debuting in Captain Marvel issue 14 in 2013, she would go on to star in her own solo series in 2014, which would win the Hugo Award for Best Graphic Story in 2015. Now, compared to her namesake, this Miss Marvel got her powers in a very different way. She is a Pakistani American from Jersey City who gained shape-shifting abilities after the Inhumanity storyline in the Marvel Universe caused her latent abilities to awaken. Her story was one of empathy, identity, and finding power within yourself. This resonated hard with audiences and made Kamala become a mainstream superhero name much faster than anyone expected. Plus, she's so damn endearing. It's hard not to like her. She's even getting her own show on Disney+, so that's pretty dope. Moving on to number 6, Spider-GWEN. Spider-GWEN is another character who found popularity fast. She first appeared in Edge of Spider-Verse issue 2 in 2014 as a variant of Spider-Man from the alternate universe of Earth 65. In her story, she's Gwen Stacy, bitten by a radioactive spider and becoming a superhero instead of Peter Parker. Many aspects of her personality mimic Peter's though, along with his ideologies and internal conflicts. After being hailed for her costume design and becoming a majorly cosplayed character, she was later expanded upon in the Marvel Universe, finding herself in her own ongoing series, even getting romantically tangled up with the 1610 Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, she lives on Earth 616, operating under the mantle of Ghost Spider. Up next, number 5, Jonathan Kent. Jonathan Samuel Kent, who first appeared in 2015, or rather just John Kent, is Superboy, the Man of Steel's latest iteration of a son. There's a whole lot of continuity to go through in order to explain how exactly John Kent came to be, so let's just kinda skip over that for now. Just know that he's half Kryptonian, his mother's Lois Lane, and he's been in the main continuity long enough to warrant that he's here for good. And best thing yet, he has become best buds with Batman's son Damian Wayne, the current Robin. Their dynamic has made for some of the best lighter moments in recent years in DC's panels. Up next, number 4, Gwenpool. Gwenpool first appeared in Deadpool's Secret Wars issue 2 in 2015 as an amalgam of Gwen Stacy and Deadpool on a variant cover of the comic. Now that spawned a huge fan following, which then led to her fully appearing in Marvel's panels in Howard the Duck issue 1 a few months later. Now, fun fact, Gwenpool has literally no association to Deadpool, minus that publication history we just mentioned, and the fact that in her own storyline, when she got her suit tailored, the tailor just believed that she was, trying to be like Deadpool. It's because he misread her name. Her full name is Gwendolyn Poole, spelled P-O-O-L-E. Now, she claims to have entered the Marvel Universe from the real world, and unwilling to be an extra in this world, she became a superhero. She doesn't really have any superpowers beyond her self-reflexivity, although her baseline abilities when it comes to using extreme weaponry and being a brilliant tactician are not to be forgotten. She is clearly capable of interdimensional travel though, and has a vast knowledge of the Marvel Universe, coming from a world in which she saw the events of the Marvel Universe play out in comic books. Up next, number 3, we have Naomi. Naomi is a DC character who debuted in 2019 under the creative team of Brian Michael Bendis, David Walker, and Jamal Campbell. Naomi McDuffie is a character capable of energy manipulation, energy-enhanced strikes, flight. She's invulnerable, is capable of light projection, and has super strength. She is the sole survivor of an alternate world, one that had endured a crisis in which Earth's natural protective layer collapsed due to environmental neglect. Now the world is bathed in radiation. In the aftermath of this, 29 individuals gained godlike powers due to the crisis, and you bet your butt that Naomi was one of them. Her Earth found itself in a constant conflict between these superpowered individuals, and a mass murder ended up conquering half the globe. In other words, it was not a fun place to be. So Naomi was sent to Earth Zero as a baby, and was raised by both an alien and a human from Earth. She wouldn't find out the truth behind her past until she was an adolescent. Up next, number 2, Star aka Ripley Ryan. In July of 2019, we were introduced to a brand new superhero in Captain Marvel issue 8. She is Star, a character whose powers rival Carol Danvers. She flies, she has super strength, and has a costume that kinda looks like Carol's too. She appeared in the aftermath of the pretty bad fallout of Carol's, in which the hero's Kree heritage was revealed to the people of Earth, causing her military rank to be stripped. This all happened because of Minerva, a Kree scientist soldier who leaked this information after Carol pissed her off. Minerva also created Star, a Kree super soldier built from a mixture of Kree DNA and human DNA. She is powerful as hell, but not because Minerva succeeded in genetically mixing together that DNA. It's because she built tech to siphon Carol's powers to Star. That's why they're so similar. There's a lot that we don't know about Ripley yet, but now she's set to be the star of her own limited comic book series starting in January of 2020. And finally, in our number 1 spot, Green Lantern Joe Mullion. Recently, DC released a new title called Far Sector, in which a brand new member of the Green Lantern Corps was introduced to readers. This Green Lantern is Jo, a rookie protagonist who operates out in deep space. She is in a sector that is off the books. The series follows her investigating a murder in a location where a homicide hasn't occurred in over 5 centuries, taking place in a city devoid of emotion in order to prevent crimes. And Jo is really cool, might I add. Problem is, the other Green Lanterns don't even know she exists yet, which makes her story perhaps even more compelling, especially concerning that her mission and her identity itself is a secret. We're excited to see where this character goes in the future. Alright, there we have it, friends. Did we leave out one of your favorites? Give us a shout in those comments below and let us know who else you would have liked to see on our list. In the meantime, you guys know what to do if you dug this video. Hit that thumbs up button, share it with a friend, and be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Nerd if you haven't already. We'd love it if you stuck around some more. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and Happy New Year's, you guys! Catch you in the next video.